It is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and welcome back to How to Kill a Kit with Style. I am killing this kit for sure. As you can see, I have just kind of scraps left. I have a few big pieces of paper, but mostly scraps. So I am doing a photo of my son at was like an indoor climbing gym. So for like their 8th grade trip, they went down to Phoenix, did this like overnight in one of these gym things. Um, and so my brother-in-law was one of the, oh gosh, what chaperones. And so he took a few pictures, which is great. And so funny thing is, so when you go shopping, like to Tuesday Morning, because that's really one of my favorite places to shop for scrapbook supplies, and you buy things, how many times do you buy the same product? Like you get the product home and you're like, oh, I already had this. Or you think, I don't have this one. And then you get up to the counter and you've actually picked up 2 of them. Like, that's how much you liked them. Well, I'm assuming that's what happened with this picture because I normally only print one of the picture unless like I was going to do it in black and white and color, or if I was printing it in a different size. But I don't normally just print a picture same size, exactly the same, just 2 of them. So my guess is somehow I selected it twice. So I decided instead of wasting the photo that I was going to actually go ahead and use them both. So I'm just going to layer them on top of each other so you can see him in both photos, because the other 3 kids on the bottom, you just see the back of them anyway. So I have a little leftover piece of that kind of painty paper, and I'm going to put it on the alphabet paper. And originally I was going to put it on the other side, but these papers are from paper pads, and I must not have been very good at ripping them out because I actually tore the corner of the right upper corner of that alpha paper. So I decided, well, in order to fix that, I will just put it on the other side. And then I felt like there just wasn't much of a definition between the painty paper and the alphabet paper. So I had a scrap of kind of that orangey color, and that's kind of the color of my son's shirt. And then I had that kind of dark blue branding strip. So I figured it wasn't a big deal that it was a branding strip with a hole in it because my photos were going to go right on top of it. So I go ahead and adhere my photos down. No mats. I had printed them with a white border, so that is all that is going to go on there. Now I have a couple of pieces from the cut apart sheet, and I have that one that says something hello. So I'm going to layer that under one photo, and then I have 2 of those tags, and those tags say hey, 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 which would be fine. But I decided to use that cut apart piece that says you're so cool, I'm not mad, because, you know, he's being all super cool, kind of hanging down from the climbing wall with his like friends down below. Like, I mean, I wasn't there, so who knows what he was saying. But, you know, to me, it kind of looked like he's being all cool. So I go ahead and put those 2 tags on, and then I'm going to start looking through embellishments. I don't have a ton of well, I don't have any embellishments to go with this paper pad. That wasn't my intention. But I do have the Shine On collection, and I was thinking of pulling that camera, but it had gold, and I have this kind of like silvery, iridescent kind of color going on, and I decided I didn't want to mix my metals. And I don't think I normally mix my metals. I don't think that's not really my thing. Like, I'm not opposed to it. I guess when I'm like doing it, I'm like, no, I'm gonna just stick with one. So I decide to add this little piece from the Amy Tan Walk in the Park. So the little camera came from there as well. And then there's this little kind of rainbow letter piece. And so I'm going to add that. It's not a letter piece. It's not a ledger piece. What am I looking at? Notebook paper? It's notebook paper. So I'm going to put that down there so I can do a little bit of journaling. Just basically what kind of their trip was is pretty much that's all going to be done. So I do have these little bins hanging out on my desk with random pieces, and I am trying to kind of use them. And so like I pulled that little bird, those little puffy stars came from there. Because I popped up the camera, I decided to pop up the bird. Because everything else is very flat on my page. And honestly, I don't really do flat. Like, I like tons of dimension. So to finish it off, I am going to look through my sticker sheets, which are dwindling fast. I had that little boy silhouette. I think that's what it's called. And I decided, yeah, that's just going to go on there. That's going to be a layer. Kind of looks like the little boy sitting on the bird, but, that's okay. I mean, he's in a climbing gym, and why not? So off camera, I did go ahead and add a title that says hang in there. And then, so I did use my T-square ruler because I can't make things straight for nothing. And most of the time I don't care. Like, papers don't have to be straight, embellishments don't have to be straight, and really my titles don't always have to be straight, but for some reason I felt like they needed to be straight. So this layout gets a straight title. And then I wanted to do something with those little tag holes. But again, I was too lazy to go get twine, and I had only punched a hole in one of them. Don't ask me why, but one of them had a hole and one didn't. So I grabbed these little blue gems, and I'm going to put them on top. And then I did put one little gem in the bottom, so it is on the layout in a third spot. So here are the close-ups. If you have any questions, I'd love to chat with you. I will have a link to everybody who's playing this month down below. So remember to wear your crown. Bye.